And this is my close up. Hi, I'm Joanna Ross. Welcome to You Only Wear It Once, where I decided I'm going to wear my wedding gown again and make all my guests wear their wedding gown again. So today's guest, I'm so excited. She co-hosts with Lizzie Cassidy, the weekly podcast Respectfully, and a comedian who performs all over New York City. Please welcome Andrea Allan.
Hello, bitches.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I mean, first of all, let's just get, I can't even with this gown. I cannot wait to talk about it. But first, are you still Andrea Allan?
Yes.
Okay.
I made my husband take mine. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God. I was like, yes, that would be amazing.
I cucked my husband.
Okay. Okay. So you didn't change your name. Is it because of, comedy reasons or professional reasons?
I just never really I think Andrea Allan's such a good name.
Great name.
That also I don't really believe in the taking of the name thing as a concept. I'm kind of it feels like property exchangey, and I'm like, I don't care for that. But I also don't get when other people do it. I'm like, that's sweet.
Right.
Yeah.
I love your idea about that because I feel like I've been Joanna Ross for so long.
Yeah.
I don't know if
it's weird.
It is weird. I think, I hate saying this, but as I get older and people do it as they get older, I'm like, why'd you do that?
Right. I'm like,
but that's being judgy. And I don't
judge
care.
Away.
Yeah, it's my podcast.
Yeah.
But so I feel like, I don't know how old you are at all. And that's not
I'm 35.
Woo, woo, woo. Mm-hmm. Hot stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you're like, did you want to hyphenate at all? Or
no.
No.
My husband's last name is Freemeyer, which is like a clunky name.
And you're first in line, Andrea Allan, 2 A's.
Right, exactly. It's fine. Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to do paperwork for this.
That's what I felt too.
Yeah.
I was like, how much paperwork? Oh yeah, I'm Joanna Ross then.
Yeah. No, your name is great also. So.
I didn't like it for so long. I don't know why.
Oh.
I just was maybe because it was too short and I liked everyone's fancy name.
Sure.
So the short name, I was like, I'm just boring.
It's like Diana Ross in my head immediately. That's what I do.
I was called Diana Ross. Like when they do announcements
yeah.
over the loudspeaker. Someone one day they said, Diana Ross, come down to the office. And I was like,
present.
And they're like, I mean Joanna Ross. I'm like, of course I'm going to take that.
Are you from New York City?
No, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Woo, woo. Yeah. Where are you from?
Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, a Canadian on the show.
I know.
Okay. Well, when did you get married?
October 11th, I got married in the courthouse. And then I had a big party to celebrate on October 12th.
On October 12th. So October 11th, was anyone there? Except you and your husband?
My mom, brother, immediate family was there.
Oh, great.
And he has a huge family. Okay. And they're all they love each other, which is weird because my family's we all are snakes who hate each other.
So real family. You're real family.
Yeah, no, we're a pit of snakes. So they're still family. They have their squabbles, they have their beefs, but they do things for each other and show up for each other. And there's a lot of them. So they all showed up to the courthouse. And then when I came out, they all had little bells and, just married signs. That's the only time I cried. I think I cried twice, but that was, I was
where's his family from?
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
They have to love each other.
I know.
There's nothing else out there.
They must support each other.
I'm already dissing everyone on this.
No, Cleveland sucks, but I love it.
How many brothers and sisters are we talking? How many people on his side of the family were there?
Total, his side of the family, I want to say 10.
Oh, yeah.
10 to maybe 12. There's a lot of aunts and uncles.
They were all there.
Yes. They don't like to use condoms in that family. And there's a lot of them. And they love to drink and party. And they're really
that's
fun.
Good.
Yeah, I love them.
Okay. And then your side, how many were at the courthouse?
2. I have 2 living family members that I give a fuck about. My mom and my brother.
Oh, okay.
But my dad is dead and wasn't it's okay. He was an asshole. But
we can actually talk about that. My father passed away.
I saw that. Yeah.
So
I saw that in your outline. It was parent, dead or alive. And I'm like, someone has a dead parent because you wouldn't ask that question if you didn't.
Well, I think it was in my head. We are so, okay, we're going to get to the gown.
Yeah.
So, when I envision my wedding day, it's my father. I'm the baby of my family. Mm-hmm. So there's 4 siblings. Mm-hmm. My brother's the oldest and then 2 sisters, then me. So I've seen them all get married.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, my dad's going to walk me down the aisle. We're going to have the
Yeah.
daddy-daughter dance.
Yeah.
And then he passed away, and I was like, oh,
Weird.
that's not going to happen. But my mother, before he passed away, was very much like, well, I'm walking you down the aisle too. And I was
Yeah.
like, no, you're not. It's
No,
just my
bitch.
dad.
Yeah.
And so, and I was like, no, I was very traditional about this. And again, I have no boyfriend and no prospects. And I'm like, my dad is walking me down the aisle. And I also wanted my husband, whoever that was going to be, to ask him
Permission.
Yeah, permission.
Yeah.
So then he passes away, and my mom, and I was kind of like, you have to be lighthearted at some point. I'm like, well, you get to walk me down the aisle now.
Got what you wanted. Her life's like in shambles.
Yeah, but it was really great. It was really great that she did, and we totally cried. And
That's
I was
beautiful.
like, I was crying before I even thought, like, I thought I could hold it together. I don't even know why I cried. And so we're about to walk down the aisle, or the aisle, it's not even an aisle. And she was like, it's just like Footloose. I was in a Broadway show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you
mean?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Just get out there, honey. Yeah, like get on the stage.
You're a dancer. And you're like, what?
Yeah. Okay, so can I ask you about your father? Like,
Sure.
Okay, so I'm sorry he passed away.
Oh, it's okay.
And was this something like, again, were you like a traditional when you're in your head as a kid?
No, no. I didn't even honestly, my dad being there, my parents hate each other.
Ooh, okay.
Bad divorce. My dad, multiple affairs. Bad guy, long story.
Okay.
Complicated. When you have a not good relationship with a dead parent, you go complicated.
Yes.
Is the word that you use. So they haven't been in the same room with each other, I don't think, for 15 years or something.
That would have been the first.
I don't know what I would have. My graduation, I had separate from college. We had separate celebrations.
Okay.
My dad had a new wife. She looked exactly like my mom, but was 20 years younger. We all know. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
What was done. So it would have been because I'm really close with my mom. It was a wedding is kind of like a party for your mom, a little bit in a way.
Oh, we will get to that. Yeah.
So you know what? I felt sad not because my dad was not there. There is that, of course. Even though we had a very tough relationship, it's still your dad, you know. But I felt really weird and sad and grateful that my husband had such a close family and that I don't. And then I was like, oh, a wedding really exacerbates family feelings.
I always feel like if you have two families, like my husband as well we're one down on either side.
Yeah.
His mom has passed away,
Got
and
it.
my dad.
Yeah.
So, and we wanted a very small wedding, but we don't have that. Who's more dominant?
Yeah,
is your mom
sure.
saying, "Hey, we need it done this way"?
Yeah.
None of that happened.
That's nice. Yeah. That's really nice. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like she's saying it might have happened. I'm not sure.
No, it actually didn't. Okay. I had a relatively There was a little bit of drama, which I'll get into, but I had a relatively drama-free wedding, which is
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get to that. But let's talk about your gown. Your gown. We're going to the Oscars now. Your dress is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Let's start with how many dresses have you ever tried? Has this dress been worn since your wedding, which is only October 11th? So congratulations.
I wear it every day. No, I'm kidding.
I start my day out by putting it on.
Stand up in the dress. No.
You should.
I mean, yeah, it's spectacular. No, it has not been worn, and it is huge. So I moved recently, and moving this fucking thing is crazy.
Yeah. It needs its own closet.
Yes.
So so you haven't worn it.
Can I just smell?
Sure. I'm sorry.
You have a hair right on your mouth.
Oh, Dan.
Awesome.
Thank you, Adam.
Shout out to Adam.
I mean, was it just I
didn't see it.
Was it talking to you?
No, I didn't see it.
So you haven't worn this gown before. How does it feel being back in the gown?
Super comfortable. I mean, it feels this bustier, so it's a leather bustier top. I'm I could wear this out dancing. My gown is basically the slutty goth girl got married and she made up a dress and that's what happened. So the skirt is huge and definitely evening wear, but it's there's a red skirt under that's kind of contemporary.
Yes.
I could wear this in pieces. So it feels really nice to put her back
to
on.
be back in.
Yeah.
I feel very, very I can just walk anywhere and get anything I want right now.
You look amazing.
I mean, my boobs are
they look
thank you.
fantastic.
this is why I'm doing this, just to wear this
To
gown
show
all the
these
time.
fucking cans.
I mean, the cans, but I wanted to, well, what did you want? Like, when you look back and you were, again, maybe you weren't thinking about your dress as a little girl, but is this what you wanted? Has it changed? How many dresses did you try on?
I didn't try any dresses.
No.
Nothing.
Okay.
And my mom was extremely nervous about that. She was like, please go to a bridal store and just try on silhouettes. And I was like, sure. And I would just like keep not doing it. And she was fucking sweating bullets about it. And I'm like, Shannon, relax. But so this dress is designed, I used to work in fashion, and it was designed a bunch of different, actually my last job was at David's Bridal, hilariously enough, which is the worst company ever.
Don't go to David's
An
Bridal.
absolute travesty. I think they're bankrupt. It's like corrupt and terrible.
Is everyone listening? Corrupt and terrible?
It's
I mean,
a
a lot of people go there because it's right
shithole.
around the street from Klangfeld.
Yeah, no, it's bad. Don't go to David's Bridal. They use
Okay.
like slave labor.
Okay.
I was a fabric buyer, so I wasn't in the store, but
Okay, I was going to ask you what you did.
it was a terrible company. But I worked in like couture for a long time.
Ooh.
So like a lot of like I helped. I was like on the manufacturing end, so I wasn't designer, but I worked with like factories and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I worked for many different brands. I made a dress for Michelle Obama, Lena Dunham, Rita
Wait.
Ora.
Stop. What dress for Michelle
I
Obama?
can't even
Obama.
I can't even remember. The designer's name was Wes Gordon, so I'm
Okay.
sure if you look that up, you
Okay.
can see it.
What color?
I think it was like a lilac. And what is so cool is the Lotus, yes, has all of them have like a body. They have a form that's exactly the size of their body.
What?
And
So
there's
they-
like seamstresses who have them, and then people just make clothes for them like all the time, custom.
Do you know what this dress was for?
Some sort of event. But I had Michelle Obama's form with me at one point, and I was like dragging it.
Can
in
you
a
bring it
cab down
Can you
to a
bring it here?
studio
Do you
in
think we can get
Manhattan.
Michelle Obama here in her gown?
I mean, I would love to do that. Oh, Kim Kardashian also.
Ooh, what did you get her ass into?
She actually like a bunch of sequins. It was like a fully sequined dress and top, and the factory makers were like, we've never seen dimensions. Like they were like, this is
Right.
freak it. Like, or who is this? And we like can't tell them, so they're just like sewing this huge
Bow-tie?
Yeah, very bodacious. But
Okay. So how did you come up with this concept?
so my friend, her name is Victoria Hayes, and she's a designer. Victoria Hayes Collection is her brand.
Shout out.
Yes.
Shout out to the hotness.
Incredibly talented woman. And I gave her a bunch of inspiration photos, but I knew that I have like a small waist and a big butt, so I knew I didn't want any. I wanted like
There's a song about that.
exactly right. 36 something, 34,
Yeah, sure.
whatever.
I think
Yeah,
there's a lot of songs about it.
yeah, people like it. My husband's a fan, but I wanted like a crop top because that like has always suited my figure.
Yeah.
And I didn't want anything I wanted it to be like edgy, but not like cringe edgy. Like I think there's like a real.
I mean, this is super classy. You look
Thank
amazing.
you. I appreciate it, but it's definitely like, it's red, it's black. It could be kind of like, if there was one thing that was kind of tacky on it, it could become too costumey very quickly. So I was like, I trust you. I sent her a bunch of photos. She did like all these sketches. I kept all the sketches. She's like all these amazing ideas. And I was kind of like not totally sold on all of, like, there was some that I was like, I really like this. There were a lot of capes involved in the initial, which I like, but I'm like, it's like a bit Jedi,
Yeah.
like,
when do you take off the cape?
right.
Do you
Does
come
my
with a hood
husband
and you're
take
like,
off the cape?
you come down with a hood and you're like, I am your bride.
I am your what? I mean, Beyonce, actually. Almost all of my inspirations were from Beyonce.
Ooh. Did
She's-
she have a cape?
She wears a lot of capes.
Oh, wait, not for her wedding per se.
No, but just like her performances,
Mhm.
she's like such. I'm a Rihanna girl, but in terms of like style,
fashion.
Beyonce is like off the fucking chains.
Okay.
So I gave her a bunch of Beyonce photos, a bunch of different photos, and then this third meeting and round of sketches, she just pulled out this one. She's like, I just did this last night, and it was this dress, tight red, like sort of mermaid skirt, big black outer, sort of see-through. This is called horsehair, which I
I know what horsehair is.
get
I was a ballerina.
Oh, right. Okay. So
Mhm.
yeah. So this
It's-
is like
gorgeous.
an interfacing. It's not an
Yeah.
expensive piece of fabric.
I mean, I kind of want you to stand up, but we'll do it at the end.
Sure.
Because did you wear those shoes?
I wear flats because I'm very tall, but these shoes do match perfectly.
I mean, yes, close up, just lift up a little
Hello,
bit. Yes.
boys.
I cannot believe you are the second. Ooh, make sure crotch. Okay. Oh, we're getting a close up.
You
Hey.
see my fucking showing everyone my bussy. Here we go.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's see what's underneath
Yeah,
this skirt. I
yeah.
mean, it's see-through.
Yeah.
I totally lost train of thought.
That's
on
okay.
that. I was going to say, you're the second guest I've had that didn't try on any gowns.
Yeah. I didn't want to do
I'm
it.
shocked.
Yeah. Yeah. The idea of going, I hate shopping. I love fashion, but I don't like shopping. I also especially have like a smaller body on top and a bigger butt and stuff like that. And like, it's always just thinking about being like a 13-year-old girl being like, I hate this.
Right.
And the idea of like being in a bridal store,
Mhm.
white is not an easy color. White
No,
does
it's not.
not hide a lot. And I was just like, I'm just going to be upset. I know I'm going to be upset. And so I never did it.
My second podcast, if I really got my way, would be just trying on gowns.
It's
like that's
interesting.
how much I loved it.
How many did you try on?
Oh, I went by myself.
Smart.
So I went with my family for like Kleinfeld's, and we went
sure?
somewhere in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Did champagne. My friends from high school got looped. Like it
Yeah,
was crazy.
I love it.
Total, like, they wanted me in a tight, like all the way fitted. I was
Yeah.
like, absolutely not. But that's a whole other issue, which I think we'll talk about.
Yeah.
And then I started going by myself. So I might have tried
Smart.
on like 20, 30 gowns. I mean, but I would have done more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And I loved every single one of them.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really want that, but I still loved it.
Yeah.
But like, this is what I wanted.
Yeah.
And
This is beautiful.
I actually didn't want so much bling, but whatevs. There's definitely a wine stain on it from the
Good.
wedding.
You had a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This dress has been worn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even know what I would start with if I didn't have an idea of what, because I think what
Yeah.
I thought I would look good in, also I did not look good in.
Yes.
And I was like,
Yes.
whoa.
That's a scary moment. Yeah.
Oh, here's the other thing too. I feel like we should go wedding gown shopping, and here's why.
Mhm.
Because all your fears are going to be taken away.
Oh, really?
Because the gowns are bigger, and then they
Oh.
put like
They take 'em
clamps
in.
on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
you look great no matter what.
Yeah.
And I understand it obviously can go the other way where you wouldn't fit in it. And
Yeah.
like, so if the clamps would make it to fit you, and your booty would be like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
But also I think that's why I got the gown I did, because mine the back is
Yeah.
just
It's like a
crisscrossed.
corset. Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
I could, I can let it out.
Yeah.
But I also think psychologically, going back to what you were saying, I think I got something that could be let out, because I don't think I could handle the pressure of going
If it's too fucking tight day of. Oh
or
my
like all those
God.
fittings.
Yeah, no, it's.
I mean, you had fittings. If this is
Yes.
a custom, so I mean, that would like have thrown me. Like I would have been like, do I fit in it today? And I think that's it's such a crazy thing looking back on, but it happens to probably everyone.
Everyone. I mean, this thing is big and it kind of covers the skirt. So I was like, even if I'm feeling bloated or not good about my body, I have a giant black like cone over me.
So you really highlighted your assets.
I got fake tits for my wedding.
What?
Okay, so I'm wearing a bustier. If I got money from my dead dad and I bought fake tits, I'm showing them at my goddamn wedding.
We just shot up to #1 podcast.
Yeah. Hello.
Wait a minute. Okay,
Yeah.
so what were you? I mean, Andrea, I've known you. Like, what were you before? Can I ask about your
No, of course.
tits?
No, I brought them up, but I will never talk about
I know
them.
you're
No.
like, no talking.
That's
about-
actually kind of rude. No, I'm kidding. I was like a small B. I had like shitty little tits. With love, I hated them.
Okay, that's fine. You can hate on your tiny titties.
And then I have D's now.
Shut up.
But you're not the first person to be like, I always thought that you had like big
Yeah.
boobs. I have like big boob energy to
I
me
think you.
for sure.
Yeah. What big boob and BBE.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you got B energy.
I'm tall,
yeah,
you know.
you bringing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is my opportunity to like fucking
Shine.
hoist this rack up.
How long did you have them? Because you have to like get healed and
Yeah. I think I did it maybe 3 months before my wedding. which is,
shit.
like kind of crazy to
Yes.
do. Yeah.
Were you in any pain?
No, but it was definitely like oh, this was a real close call. And I also couldn't do the fittings like until they had the new install.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the factory, the factory that made it, they're like people I'd worked with previously. They're lovely, like so unbelievable at what they do. And like the first time I come in, they're like, her boobs are looking great. Like they were like on
You're
the
like,
journey
thank
with
God.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I cut it close.
Yeah, because I feel like if they say your boobs look good, you're like, yeah, you know fashion.
Yeah, no, they were amazing. They did a
Now,
great job.
I'm kind of going backwards a little
Yeah.
bit, but did you ever think about your husband and what he might like?
Never. I don't even.
What's his name? I don't remember.
Who's that? No, I mean, one of the reasons I love my husband so much, we're both like very independent people.
Mhm.
So he knows that I'm like a very bold person.
Mhm.
Like he would never be like, that's a little too much. Like that's just not the type
Right.
of man that he is. So
Right.
like that's why he's my husband and
Right.
like I'm with him. But I did wear flats because I'm like, and he wore like a white tux jacket, like white with the black lapels. Yeah,
yes.
so he looked fine. But I was like, I'll wear flats because I'm already like this big statement. And so I don't want to also be like towering over you. But besides that, no.
When he saw you for the first time, did he know it was going to be black?
Yes.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did know.
Yeah. He knew. He saw the sketches, but then I kind of stopped like showing him stuff.
Okay.
Along the way. Yeah.
Did you show him the capes?
I did show him some of the pictures and he was like, you do look like that's like kind of Liberace-esque what you're doing, honey. But
I mean, I kind of need to see that
Yeah.
gown now. I'm
Yeah.
like, why didn't you want to do Liberace? I don't understand.
Yellow.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like big swings.
Oh, wait,
along
was
the
it not
way.
always going to be black?
No.
Oh.
She sketched the black. I love red, so
Mhm.
red was definitely always probably going to be in the mix. I was thinking of doing all black at one point, but she just did the sketch and I was like, that's it.
Oh, okay.
This
I
is
thought maybe
perfect.
it was always black just
No,
because. I mean, if
no.
you're in black, I thought like that was your goal. Like,
I wore white on the city hall day.
Oh,
I
I was
wore
gonna
like a
ask-
little cape, like dress with like a little
Got that cape in.
Yeah,
Got
I
that cape
did get
in.
the cape in. But this is definitely like the dress,
Right.
for sure.
Oh, I feel like. What did you wear to the city hall?
I got a suit dress kind of thing from Revolve. I bought it
Oh, yeah.
online and it was just like perfect.
I feel like we needed to see that one too.
Yeah,
I did not know you had two
There was
dresses.
costume changes. Yeah, it was just like it was like a double-breasted kind of, and it had like a sort of cape that went over the arms, and it was
Oh.
just like a kind of a wool crepey, like lighter
Nice.
fabric, and I had Mindy Tucker photograph me. Shout out to Mindy Tucker.
shout out. I mean, I saw all the photos. You look.
Oh.
I mean, there is a picture of you because I stalked it before.
Thank
we
you.
stalked you before.
I love
And-
when people look at my wedding and talk about my wedding.
Yes, exactly. That's what we're here for. And
Mhm.
then there's a picture of you that you just look like you've been dancing for 12 hours,
I-
which you haven't, but you're just in it. And it's like, I think it's even a little blurry because you're doing
Yes,
this.
I was having the time of my freaking life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So I just like feeling this.
Yeah, no, feel
I mean,
away.
really. I mean, I think does this disconnect? Can you just
Yes.
wear?
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
So you can wear the underskirt, you can wear the overskirt.
and is the leather connected to there's a leather band right here, everyone, if you can't see it. And then that is connected to the red, or is that the black?
That's the black. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just like two skirts on top of each other.
Is the skirt silk underneath?
Yeah, let me show you.
Ooh,
It's a charmeuse.
ooh.
It's got a little like
Oh, that's
lining.
heavy.
Yeah,
That is really nice. I mean, that's the thing about wedding gowns. You'll never wear something
Yeah.
as nicely built,
Yeah.
even if you get it at David's Bridals.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, is this okay, sorry, I'm totally going
No, go
ahead,
ahead.
but I feel like it is the best piece of clothing that I own that is like, I have a corset,
Yeah.
it's tied, like it's
gorgeous.
very well made.
Mhm.
So is this the most money you've ever spent on a dress gown, piece of clothing?
Is it the most? Yes. But I've gotten close.
Okay.
Yes, but it also was not as expensive because I know, like, the factory gave me a discount because I used to work with all these factories.
Ooh.
I know we buy fabrics direct. My friend is a designer, so we have all these like
Okay.
hookups. That being said, it was still $5,000.
Woo! I was gonna
So,
ask.
yeah, like,
yeah.
She wasn't cheap, but
Right.
like I would imagine if you bought something like this from like a couturier or
Mhm.
whatever, they would easily charge you like 10 to 15 for sure. Like just because I know how the business works,
Right.
they would rob you blind.
Right.
And the materials on this are not crazy expensive.
Really.
They
look and feel expensive.
Yeah, it's silk, it's leather, but
Right.
I'm
you
I'm
have a silk and leather wedding gown. I mean,
Yes.
just say that over.
Madonna over
Oh, really?
here. Yeah, I mean, Madonna had the cone bra, like it's kind of
Yeah. But now you have titties. You don't need no cones.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. I
These are my
love how
cones.
your rings are over the your
Some mesh
gloves.
Yep.
Is that how you wore it on your wedding?
Yes. So this is my actual wedding ring.
Oh, it's beautiful.
There's two of them together.
Okay.
And then this is
I'm like, wait, hold on. Let me
put your glasses on. And then this is my engagement ring.
Oh my God, what is this? What is this? What's the other the diamonds and what's the other stone?
Rubies. And then there's a sapphire tucked in there somewhere on the side. Okay. So both of these are my mother's.
Oh.
This is my grandmother's. These.
Oh my God.
And I know.
Who's your grandmother and your mother?
They're fun bitches.
Yeah.
But this ring has a great story.
Let's talk about it.
So my grandpa was a real estate agent.
Okay.
This a long time ago. He was a war veteran. He came back. He was like, I have no college experience, whatever. I'll get into real estate.
Where was he?
In Canada, in a small town. No. It's called Nelson, British Columbia. Shout out. And back then, there weren't banks that gave you mortgages. Okay. You just had to have the money, which is crazy to think about now. So people would often put valuable things that they owned as collateral. Cut to
no way
this fucking ring, and a guy put this as collateral on a house.
I was gonna say, it looks kind of, when you say that kind of looks like it could be a guy ring.
Yes.
It's very thick.
It's thick. It's like,
do we want to get a shot
masculine.
of that, Adam, her rings?
Give you
shout out. Yeah. I mean, these are gorgeous.
They're beautiful rings. But
are both of them collateral or just the two diamonds?
Just the two diamonds are. But the guy put it as collateral, went to Las Vegas, never to be seen again. Might have died. We don't know.
Wait a minute. He gave him up to
my grandfather.
Then he went to Vegas and never was saw again.
Never came back. So this is kind of
shout out to Vegas.
Kind of a dead man's ring. Let me know when you.
What?
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
Go ahead.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I know. And so it's a very expensive. They're both very expensive and beautiful rings, and I'm glad that it's in my family, and also that my husband didn't have to buy me a fucking. It's a beautiful act. I love it. I think it's so cool. But I'm also I feel guilty. You buying me something. I'm also super specific, and these rings were still in my family. So
I mean, I think it's great, and I feel like if you have it in your family, you love it. Why wouldn't you want to wear it again?
Yeah.
But I think
your ring is beautiful.
I love my ring, and I agree with you. It's oh wait, but I'm specific. What if I didn't like?
Yeah,
the ring?
That's the scariest thing.
Yeah.
And then your husband doesn't have any taste.
Yeah. And then, do you marry the guy that gives you a ring you don't like?
Yeah.
Right into the show.
Great. If he's kind of a medium and then he gives you the ring you don't like, then get the fuck out.
Yeah. If you were on the fence at that point.
Yeah, and you're ugh.
So where did you get married?
So I got married in downtown City Hall.
Right. I'm sorry.
City.
Where was the party?
Oh.
Where was this gown being worn?
This gown made its debut at Aurora. It's a restaurant in Williamsburg. It's an Italian restaurant. It's such a beautiful place. And also it's a fancy restaurant, but it's not crazy. You'd go in there and think you'd spend $500 on dinner, and it would be 150. So if you want unbelievable.
Shout out to
Italian.
Aurora.
Oh my God.
Everything's so expensive now. So I like not spending $500.
No, it was my mom paid for the venue and that part of the wedding, but I think it was $20,000.
So wait, we have to ask then, how many people were there?
115 or so.
115, and it was $20,000.
Pretty good.
That's alcohol included.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot.
Isn't that shocking?
Yeah, it's shocking because I think New York. Immediately, I'm we can't get married in New York.
No, it's fucked up.
Yeah,
New York, they rob you blind.
How did you? Okay, did you see other venues? How do you know about this place?
I saw one other. I was going to do it. I was trying to do it at not the Bell House, the other cool Brooklyn comedy venue. It'll
Oh,
come to me.
Littlefield.
No, there's a downstairs and an upstairs. It'll come to me. But
Okay.
it's a comedy venue, but it has an upstairs and a downstairs, and the downstairs has like space for a DJ.
Okay.
And it's like kind of more casual. I didn't want to have like we did have a dinner, but I wanted it to be like more of a party
Yeah.
than like speeches, whatever, all of that shit, which I did none of it. So
love.
enough with that shit.
The speeches, I mean, yeah, the speeches are long,
Terrible
inside jokes.
Oh my god!
And you're just like, hey, there's an open bar over there that I need to
we
get back
Get
to.
this fucking going.
Yeah, and let's go.
Yeah.
We're running out of the DJ and the band.
People don't know how
time.
to talk anyways, and they're nervous. It's like,
Yeah.
why? For
I
who?
mean, the ones that are short and sweet, love, and of course, everyone's crying. But
Yeah.
I think sometimes people feel like they need to, probably like the parents feel like they need
Yeah.
to, like, tell their daughter or son how much they love them and how proud of them. And you're like,
Enough. My
do it in a
dad's
card.
dead. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let's get drunk. I mean, I'm sober, so that's a
Oh,
whole
you're
thing.
sober?
Yeah, but
Oh, I thought
So-
you still try. I did not know.
yeah, I've been sober for 10 years. I'm just a lot of fun on my own.
Okay, so
That's a great time.
that's
Yeah.
a great time for our bubbles break.
Yeah.
that,
Welcome to the
Andrea's
bubbles break.
Not gonna have.
Today we'll be drinking Mousse Moussette from Discovery Wines. Discovery Wines, Avenue B in 2nd. It's your premier location for natural wine and large format wines.
Thanks, honey.
Beautiful.
And we'll just cheers, and
Yeah.
then and then
Enjoy.
you'll give
Thank
it right
you.
back to
Yeah.
me. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Come to mama.
I just completely relapse and like fall on the floor. That'd be hilarious.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
So we do this because A, why not? But B, we actually didn't have champagne, and there's so many other great sparklings out there.
Yeah.
So like again, just like to not like. Well, first of all, we got married in the Caribbean, so the
I remember.
the
Beautiful.
champagne, they had was completely overpriced and shitty.
Yeah.
So we were like, we're gonna bring our own. So we had like a 50 champagnes
Oh my
and
God.
sparklings we tried before we picked one
That's
out.
so sweet.
So we're like, if you want to know about like, I mean, this one probably cost $29. It's, I mean, you're not gonna taste it, but it's.
it looks great. I'm
Okay.
happy for you.
Back to you.
Yes.
Okay, so you were saying you were looking at not Littlefields, Bell House, and a place that you can't remember that you will.
Yeah. So I wanted it to be like, because I'm a performer.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my friends are performers. Everyone loves to party. All of our friends are like,
Super fun.
people. So I was like, I don't need like a stuffy catering hall.
No.
And I know I'm going to get ripped the fuck off in New York City if I even look at that.
Right.
That's like $50K minimum.
I think without anything,
Yes.
just like the venue.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just happened to, I've gone to Aurora. I lived in South Williamsburg for a while when I was younger. Aurora's been there for a long time. And I always loved that restaurant.
Oh,
And
that's
I
even
just-
better.
Yeah. And I was just walking by because one of the venues was fucking me around, taking months. And I was like, God, this is a wedding. Like, you can't take 3 months. They're like, I don't know if we can do it. Blah, 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 blah. I'm
You
like,
should know. They
this
should
is
already know. You should-
crazy.
yeah.
People are coming from other countries. Like,
Mm.
fuck. So I just happened to be walking past it. And then it was actually Valentine's Day. The next day, I went into the restaurant. I was like, do you guys do weddings? And they're like, yes. And I was like, all right, I'm coming back tomorrow with my husband. On Valentine's Day, no reservation. We just like showed up. And I was like, can we eat here? And they were like, totally. We'll get a table for you.
Amazing.
He loved, I'm a foodie person. My mom loves food. So the food being really high quality was like super important. And Aurora is like fantastic.
I mean, I just want to tell you that I really appreciate you right now because food is very important to me. And
Yes.
if I go to your wedding, I really want some good food.
Oh my God. No, if I had shitty food at my wedding, I'd be humiliated. And no shitty cake. I had pies. And the restaurant made like various different types of desserts, like different styles. Like, I just didn't want to. There's so much like stupid bullshit that people do at weddings because they feel like they have to.
Also, they pick a venue and then you're just stuck.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I'm like, let me get some pies from this cute little Brooklyn place.
So
You
they
guys
let you
make
bring
some
stuff in.
Yeah, they
That
were
is
incredible.
important.
They were the Aurora in Williamsburg was the best service. They knew their shit. They were dealing with the florist. They were helping the DJ. They were just like coordinating with everybody. they were absolute dreams.
Now, have they done weddings before? Because it is a restaurant. Okay.
Yes,
Where
yeah.
is it exactly? Because I feel like I've passed it.
It's on, yeah, I'm sure you have. Like, if you're in New York for any amount of time, it's just like, oh, yeah, the restaurant with Ivy on it. It's on it's past Grand. It's on the south side, right by the Williamsburg Bridge and, like, butting up to Kent Avenue. So it's an old building. It has ivy all along the side. There's, like, an indoor, outdoor. There's, like,
I must pass
greenhousey kind of, which is where we had our dinner. But it's just like, wood and brick
Right.
and like a beautiful old building. And it was just like magical.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. So
Yeah.
did you walk in and you're like, besides the fact the other one was like dicking you around,
Mhm.
you walk in and you're like, this is the place.
I was like, that's it. I call my mom. She's like, give him my credit card. I was like, all right.
What's her name?
Shannon. Yeah.
Shannon.
Shannon.
Shannon makes moves.
Oh, Shannon's a boss. She's like, throw down the card number. Let's get because she's so fucking excited,
Are you the only girl?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have a brother?
I do, yes.
Okay.
My brother's not married. He has a child though, so we split up
Hot.
the, we split up the
Is he a filth?
a Phil? Is my brother Phil?
A father? What is it? Wait.
A Phil? Oh yeah. I don't know. It's my I have been told my brother's attractive, but
Okay.
he's 6'5",
Yeah.
so
Okay.
he has green eyes.
Mm.
Fine. No, I'm kidding.
What am I doing? I'm in my wedding gown, like being like
you're,
hitting on your
crunk.
brother.
You're like,
Like, what's he look like?
"Find
Is he
your
a filth?
brother."
What do they
He's-
call it? A dil? What do they call
Dilf.
it? MILF.
MILF is the lady. Dilf
And-
is the dad.
So I call it a filth. Why do you say
I
filth?
kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess he's a filth. Sorry, Derek and his girlfriend. And
Oh, he
I'm
has a
not
girlfriend.
I'm not attracted to my brother, but he's a good-looking guy. Yeah.
Okay, so let's recap this. You had 115 people,
Mm-hmm.
20 grand
Mm-hmm.
in Williamsburg. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't even think you can get rent there.
I
don't
know.
think you could live there for that.
It was fucking sick.
So you had 115 people, but I'm sure the guest list was bigger.
We had a dinner first that had 40, and that was like the early part of it, and then we
Nice.
like opened it up for everyone,
To come
open bar, drinking, dancing, whatever. So 100 total, but the dinner was 40. So I think that
okay.
was like kept the price down
Gotcha.
more. Yeah.
So you said the food was really great and you're a foodie. What did you serve?
Oh my God. So it was like little plates for like every meal had like 3 different small plates. So there was like a beef carpaccio, like a board with like burrata cheese and all these
Ooh,
like
I love
breads. There was a black squid ink pasta with like seafood that was probably like the star of the show.
Right.
But like steaks, and it was it was like
Did everyone get to choose, or this is all just coming
just
around?
coming and coming and
Oh
coming.
my God.
I'm
Get married again.
shoving bread in my face. Like I was in heaven. I was not trying to be like a delicate little, like palming the fucking bread. Yeah. So it was wonderful. I'm trying to think. I think there was 3 small plates for every course, and then the dessert was like multiple different types of desserts. I think there was like a mousse and a chocolate. I like blacked out. It was just so good. Yeah.
Food coma. She's in the corner. Don't worry about it. We'll dance around her. It's fine.
Truly.
So 115 people. How did you decide who made the cut of 40? Is that just immediate family? Anyone not show up that was supposed to show up? Anyone cancel last minute and didn't tell you? I mean, I don't understand that. They're like, you have to RSVP.
People are such assholes.
I mean-
It's like crazy to be that rude about weddings. We had one piece of drama.
Tell me.
So my husband's sister,
Yes.
has a bio sister. He's adopted. My husband has a biological father who was not around.
Okay.
And so he was adopted by his father who raised him. So its mom is biological, but its dad is not his biological father. So he's 2 sisters. One is his biological sister and one is the one that he grew up with. Same mom. So this whole story is basically the biological sister I love. The adopted sister that he grew up with, nightmare. Oh my God.
Well, I was hoping something in Cleveland wasn't good. I mean, you're
I
saying
mean,
they're all, yeah.
Yeah, you know Cleveland. But the first time I met her, she was at a wedding and her son was there, and by the end of it, she was hammered and lying on the floor, and her tits were like almost out.
That's what I'm talking. I mean that I expect
Fun,
that. Yeah,
yes.
super fun.
But I was like, hey, so
maybe not.
your son is like
Yeah.
over there. So just your tits are like almost. So
This is the
maybe-
first time you're meeting
I
her.
met her. she's wild.
Mm-hmm.
She's not a great person, but we had to invite her, and she said she was gonna go, and then
Wasn't gonna go.
she was gonna
Oh,
go.
was gonna go. Sorry.
She got a hotel room, all
Okay.
that stuff, his whole big family in the same hotel. And then 2 weeks before, she's
No.
like, I can't go. Something about like her tax return, whatever, some money, whatever. We're like, fine. I'm like, I don't want you to go.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's kind of it's probably harder on him, but you're like, hey, the drama.
He was happy to.
Happy
He
to.
was like, thank God. But we didn't. He has also a bunch of cousins and aunts. If we invited his whole family and they're all close, it would have been like there's like 50 of them.
Ooh.
So I was like, we have to do immediate, and some uncles and aunts that he's like super close with. But she tried to sell her hotel room to one of his cousins. So the cousins were not invited, just to like, we can't invite any of them. So, some of them we want some, but if we invite some, it has to be all of them.
Right.
So she was like, I'll sell you my hotel room so you can come.
To cousins that weren't invited?
Not invited. She's like,
how old is she? I mean, this is my
in her 40s.
If you are above the age of 25, you've gone to a wedding, someone has gotten married, and bitched and complained about someone not
You
like
invited someone else to my wedding.
Someone said, like they couldn't come 3 days before. You're like, I paid for you already.
Yes.
Everyone knows this.
Yes.
But the fact that she knows that, and she's like, let me sell you like a ticket,
she was like, pay me $300 for the hotel so that like we can swap out. And like, I was just like, yeah.
Wait, did that happen?
No.
Okay, yeah.
I like knew. I thought it was like funny a little bit.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
It just better be a joke in your set.
Yeah, I mean, I
You'll
don't
get
talk
there.
about it that often because I don't have nice things to say.
Right.
But my husband was more upset than I was.
For sure.
Because
well,
he was
that's good.
close with his cousin, and he was like, I would have invited this person, but then I would have invited everyone. So now I have to tell her she can't. I have to like tell her you can't come to my wedding.
But that is, like that does happen, right? You're like, I can't invite this friend because then there's 4 others that like, why wouldn't I invite all of them? And that's what gets crazy about the guest list. I mean, you had a lot of people.
Yeah.
115 is a lot. I mean, I think.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a lot too. Yeah.
Although when I was a kid, I feel like every wedding we're Italian or
Sure.
we're a little bit Italian. I feel in my head, I was so young. I think they were 200-300. I'm like, what?
Italians go hard at weddings.
I mean, it was a very church and then going hard. And I think that's what I always thought I would have. I also thought I'd get married younger.
Sure.
Right? I'm
I never thought I would get married. I was very anti until I met my husband. I was like, oh, that's a husband.
How long have you been dating?
We've been dating now for about 4 years.
Okay.
But I proposed to him.
Stop it.
I think 2 and something like, or not early, but we lived together already.
Okay.
But we just both were like, he's 46. He has a kid. He's an adult son.
Ooh, stepmom.
I know, right? I'm a MILF. It's official. But like,
that outfit screams MILF.
Totally. I was born to be a stepmom. Born.
I feel like yes.
Yes. Great stepmom. He's like going through girl drama. I'm like, this is what you gotta do.
This is your area.
Yes. I am great if it's not my child, but I can like kiki and like talk to him like an adult. But I just like, my parents didn't have a good marriage. I think our generation too, we saw like also our parents' had these like they hated each other, but you couldn't get divorced. So you just saw people being like, I hate my fucking wife.
No emotions.
Yeah.
There's like, like I always say it's like the one word answer. Like, how was your day? Fine.
Yes.
And it's like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
And I think, now like we have guys that are like, they're going to cry. They're going to be emotional. And I'm in for that. Like, why not? I don't want to be the only one crying.
I mean, I'm crying every day. My husband barely ever cries, but that's how it works.
We're going to get him to cry. What's his name? I don't even know him.
His name's Dan.
Oh,
yeah.
I have a Dan.
I
You have
know.
a Dan.
Dan's
How'd
good.
you meet him?
Hinge.
Yes.
I know.
Shout out to Hinge.
The last fucking chopper out of Nam. The dating apps are a nightmare. I mean, they've been a nightmare, but I feel like I met him in 2021. And then, yeah.
Pandemic find.
Vaccine in, and then met him right
you
away.
had the vaccine and then?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't even remember when the vaccine came out. I'm like, wasn't
Yeah.
it 2 years into it? Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like park dates. I don't
Yeah.
know if you
Oh,
remember. People were
oh.
going on park dates.
Park dates, a lot of Zoom dates,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Zoom dating, holding hands with masks
God,
on.
What a terrible
I mean, so
time.
you've been together for like 45
Yes,
years, really.
Yeah, we've been through it. But I just never really believed in marriage. And I had also only dated men that I was like, this is fun, but like,
Right.
I know what a life partner, or I think I know what a life partner looks like, and none of you are even close.
I love that you found love and you weren't sure if that was going to happen.
Yeah,
I love that.
It was really beautiful. Yeah,
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so I asked you this kind of before,
Yeah.
but look, now you're telling me about the wedding.
Mhm.
What was the most expensive thing you spent? Like it could be your gown or it could be
Mhm.
something else, and like you just were like, we have to have this.
My gown is definitely the most expensive line item for sure.
Line item, sure.
The flowers.
Ooh, you had flowers. Did you have a bouquet?
I did, yes.
Were
I
they
had
black?
bouquet. No, they were like it was like an autumnal red, orange, sort of like
Nice.
different textures, whatever. Flowers are so crazy, fucked up expensive. And you're like, are you serious right now? They're gonna die. They're gonna die.
Do you think they're just? I'm burping. Are we getting this on camera?
Get it in there, yeah.
And this is very burpy. I don't know why. Okay. Do you think they put the price tag? Because I think the same thing with Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
can
they
get a
know.
dozen roses for like $20,
They're
and all of a
fucking
sudden
you.
it's 50 to 100.
Yeah.
So do you think it's just wedding flowers
Sure.
and okay?
I mean, I also got like a florist. Like there's a florist in Bed-Stuy. It's called Brooklyn Blooms. When I lived in Bed-Stuy, I
Shout
walked
out.
past. They do beautiful work. No, they're not the most organized. And they're very expensive. And like I designed the placemats for our dinner.
Okay.
And so there was like botanical drawings of flowers on there.
Okay.
And so I told the florist like, these are the colors I want. I sent her inspiration. And then I just like didn't hear from them for like, I don't know, a month and change. And I was
Always great to feel the bride non-stressed out.
it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, and I was just like, I didn't want to be the bridezilla. And also, especially as a white woman, I'm like, I'm not going to be a fucking bitch about this.
Right.
We are going to be cool. I don't want to be this person, this cunt who's like, my fucking, like, it's a bad look. But they weren't answering phone calls. And I was like, I have to like design something. I have to print something. Also, these, I think my flowers end up costing like $3,000.
How many did you get?
I got like 13 bouquets for the tables, and then I got my bouquet. Yes. Crazy. Criminal.
What does that break down to? 13. You said 13.
Yeah.
Let's just divide it. Let's just say $300 a bouquet.
Yep.
Almost like whoa.
Psychotic.
That's.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. I mean, it's like.
But I was
the
like,
photographer
fuck
was
it.
expensive, and you
Yes.
could get your headshots for that.
Yeah,
And it's like,
yes.
I'm actually going to use this.
But my mom was a botanist, and and a foodie. You know what I mean? And I was like, we're not having an Allan wedding and not having like gorgeous fucking flowers.
that's
We're
so
not
sweet.
having like beautiful food. Like, this is a huge day in my life and also in her life and my husband, their family. And I'm like, all right, fine. The flowers are fucking $3,000.
Did Shannon throw that down? She's like, here's the credit card again.
I did,
Oh,
but it was my dead dad's money. So
hey,
my dad
shout
was
out.
a part of the wedding
That's nice.
financially.
Great.
Yeah, and I'm
Great.
very lucky for that. Not a lot of people have that.
Absolutely.
Support, yeah.
So most of the wedding or all of it was paid by.
My family. So yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Nice.
That's amazing. Did you also have like 3 mules given to your husband? And
Yeah, my husband's so lucky. He married like a rich bitch with fake
Yeah, he
tits.
did.
So
That's hot.
smart. You're a smart man. I mean, that's another thing that I was kind of worried about, or you don't expect this, is like, for lack of a better word, class is like a weird thing.
oh, like okay, like class, like
yeah, like
Not
he
your
would describe himself as working class, and
Yeah,
his whole
yeah, yeah.
family is working class, and we're rich cunts. And
Andrea, I did not know you were rich cunts.
I don't act like a rich cunt
You
because I
don't?
hate the way that rich people behave.
Oh,
It's horrible.
that's why you couldn't yell at the florist.
I will not yell at the florist. I'm like, I know so many rich cunts that would yell at the florist that I'm like, I can't.
It's even better
do
that you're
it.
rich and I didn't even know.
I mean, I think it's like, it's not like good behavior to show
Yeah, yeah,
off.
yeah.
And it's also not my fucking money. I didn't earn it, you know.
Right.
But that being said, there is like his family felt nervous about the fancy. Are we going to be mean?
That's so sweet.
Yes, and I'm like, I promise we're fun rich people. We're not mean.
Okay.
We're just going to buy you a bunch of shit and be a lot of fun. But I get like, especially in the States, there's the wealth inequality is fucked up. So I can understand being like, I don't know.
I don't want to be around them. I think this is going to be weird.
Yeah.
I feel
it's gonna
inferior.
Be stuck up.
Yep.
It's going to be
stuffy.
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to like relax.
Yeah. And boy, my mom was smoking joints with them. They were ripping cigs. Ooh. Like,
do you smoke weed?
I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
But
you're sober.
I'm sober, unfortunately. But
wait, your mom was smoking joints?
Yes.
I did smoke a joint with my father-in-law. I don't even know if my husband knows. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now he does.
But yeah, I was like, I got high at my wedding, and I was just like, yeah.
That's great. I mean,
why not?
I wanted everyone to fucking rage. Like, and I was like, I want everyone to get along. My brother and my husband's son were like fast friends. Like, everyone liked each other so much. And also, like, all of my friends and all of my like chosen family that came from other you know, like, my family is, a lot of them are snakes, but I have a lot of like people that I grew
snakes,
up with.
Are they like the aunts and uncles, cousin snakes?
The aunts and uncles suck.
Okay, they're the snakes.
Grandparents are dead.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was not nice. You know,
okay,
we're just not like a. My mom and brother are wonderful people, but for the most part, we're people who rich people always have their best interests at hand. Succession is a perfect depiction of my family.
I couldn't watch it because I thought it was awful.
That's actually real. I watched this and I was like, this is them, and they're bullshit.
Yeah. So that's why. Mm-hmm.
So it's not. So again, to me, being emotional when I have this new like element of family with my husband's family that's actually loving and familial. It's like weird to me.
Yeah, you're like, what is this?
What's the agenda here?
Yeah, what are you guys gonna do?
100%.
Yeah.
And so like it was this beautiful thing where it's like they were there, they accept me and love me. They're so kind. Aww. I love them.
I love.
I know, it was really beautiful. My chosen family was great. Came from Vancouver, and like all the comedians and cool people that I have in New York. Like it was just like everyone had like a blast, and I was so happy to see everyone so happy. Like that was like the best part of my wedding, and my husband being so happy.
Okay, you know? Yeah. So when you get married, you're there. You're at your wedding day. You're at your reception, your party. Mm-hmm. What's the thing that you didn't expect emotionally? Or maybe not emotionally, like, you know, like, did you have, like you said, like you have all this family, you have some drama, you know, like not too much, but you're like, you know, are these people going to get along? You understand what they feel.
Yeah.
You have some snakes.
Yes.
Maybe they weren't invited.
Snakes are dead.
Snakes are
no
dead.
Snakes there.
No snakes. You have your, you know, friends from your childhood.
Yeah.
Like, what did you, because I always think like we've all been, guests at weddings.
Yeah, sure.
But until you're the bride or the groom, you could have gotten married before, of course.
Yeah.
Have you been married
No.
before? Okay, so I haven't either.
Yeah.
So like, I thought it was really different in my head
than
what I was planning this wedding.
Yeah. Anxiety was like the big emotion I did not know. It was going to be so present for me.
Oh, the whole time?
The whole time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, like my dad passing, and I had like a very tumultuous year with my family illness, whatever, a bunch of drama went down. And so I've been a lot more anxious in my life as of recently, and I've been working on that, but it's a huge fucking deal.
Yeah.
And so the pressure of it being executed well, and my husband's also an anxious person, so like the courthouse, everyone getting to places on time, like that really, and my anxiety about everyone liking each other and being able to talk to everybody and being a host. I was like, I had to go outside a few times and just like sit there and be like
right,
because I was super concerned about the well-being of everybody else, which is, I think, a female thing as well. Yeah.
I think probably my age, like I did expect to get married younger.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I was stressing, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I was stressing out about plates.
Yeah, sure.
If I was spending enough money.
Yeah.
If all these things, like, are you going to have fun? Like that. But
Yeah.
the moment I stepped into it, I was like, don't care. See you later.
That's beautiful.
And that's why I hate that you felt that way, but I also think it's probably
It's really
most-
common.
Yeah, it's super
It's
common.
really common, yeah.
Are you on anti-anxiety medication?
No.
Not yet. Don't
Not-
want to. What?
Well, I'm bipolar, so I'm medicated for that.
Mm.
So like throwing other meds in there
Got it.
is
You have to-
always, but I go to therapy and stuff like I manage my mental health very active. That's why I'm sober,
Right.
The emotionalness of this event I knew was going to be big.
Be big.
And it was, but there was also a lot of like gratitude. It was overwhelmingly
Yeah, I
big
think
emotions
that's
everywhere.
for sure. I
Yeah.
would say anxiety is always there in some ways of a wedding because of all the moving parts.
Yeah,
and,
no,
like,
it's a lot.
yeah,
I
and
didn't even have a ceremony.
you didn't.
No, I just
Yeah,
went to the court.
Right,
So I'm like,
right.
I can't even imagine a ceremony, bridesmaids. Oh
yeah,
my God.
too much.
Fucked up.
So I think, well, that's kind of amazing because like I think you do like you're like we're the therapy age, right?
Mhm.
We're
Oh,
like that therapy generation.
brother.
We gotta. I mean, my therapist was like, okay, don't have too many expectations.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be okay. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, you're right.
Yeah.
And I think once I stepped on the plane I was like, yeah, I don't care anymore. I was so stressed out before.
Yeah,
And
I know.
we had 33 people, including us.
It's so
I mean, that's
So
crazy.
nice. It's so
I
nice.
know, and there was 30 too many. I was like,
Yeah,
can any of you
yeah.
guys? No one canceled, and
Yeah.
also it was like COVID time. So I'm like,
Yeah,
and do you
oh,
want
right.
like if you had COVID, you couldn't get into the country. I'm like, none of you motherfuckers are gonna have COVID. I can't believe everyone got into the country. I cannot
You're
believe
like,
it. I
I'm
love it.
so mad you made it to my wedding.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
not really, because the ones that were supposed to be there, but like I was like, oh, 33 almost felt like too much.
Yeah.
And
Try
I can't even
115.
imagine, like, especially again, where I come from, big weddings, you got to go around and say, thank you
Mhm.
for coming. And I'm like, I don't want to do that.
I think also I'm a pretty fun loving person, so I tend to like surround myself with those types of people.
Tell me more.
So I just like most of the people that I am close to in my life are the types of people who you can leave them anywhere in a party.
Great,
And
yeah.
you're like, they'll be fine.
Right.
I definitely have some more anxious or quieter introverted friends, but they also kind of found their little
pod
group. Yeah. And so I was just kind of like, I was most worried about my mom, actually.
Oh, but Shannon seems so fun. She's
She
smoking
was.
joints.
I was like putting all this weird, like I was like looking around, is she okay? Is
Oh,
she having
okay.
fun?
So you're really trying to, you're
Yeah.
micromanaging everyone's
And
fun.
no one
Yeah,
asked me
yeah.
to, and no one asked me
No one's
to
gonna
do
ask you to do
that.
shit. Yeah,
No, it was all me.
yeah.
It was
But-
all
but
me.
no one gets married. You don't know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. I mean,
I didn't, yeah.
I love that you wanted to be the hostess. I mean,
I did, yeah.
That's okay because you had a fabulous party.
I had a great time. Also, like the I deal with anxiety just regularly all the time, so I felt like I know how to like walk myself down and deal with it. And I was like, you're probably gonna feel anxious on this day. Don't like get fucked up about the fact that you're anxious. Just like let it pass. And but I know myself, so I just went outside, took some deep breaths.
I
came
love
back
it.
in. I love to dance too, so I just like mostly
You danced it out.
danced.
You danced
I
your
love
anxiety
dancing,
out.
Yeah.
Was there any one big thing that went wrong, or was this the sister-in-law the stepsister? No, the
Who knows?
Yeah.
That lady.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was the biggest thing.
The florist going MIA was pretty stressful, but she
The
came.
day of?
No, just like weeks
Oh,
before.
okay.
She emailed me. Her assistant emailed me a mood board that also looked like
A mood
hot
board.
dog shit. Where I was like, "Bitch, this is $3,000. Those are Costco bouquets." And then the owner like called me.
No, they did not.
And was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Like,
Amazing.
yeah. So it ended up working out, but like, I'm trying to think. Oh, one thing went wrong.
Okay,
And
tell me. Tell
this-
us.
Oh my God. This is where I get an award for being anxious, and I don't snap. I'm not a person who gets angry because I'm anxious. I like suck it all into
Yeah.
myself. But we got a wedding license, me and my husband, at the courthouse a week before. And to his credit, I remember the lady, we were like, what do we bring? She's like, just bring your IDs. You have the appointment. I feel like I know she said that. But we got in line, you get in line. It's a civil servant. It's fast.
Yeah,
like there's
we
no
did that.
fucking,
Mhm.
yeah, you guys, you're not fucking around. And so we get there and everyone's holding the wedding license. And the morning of, my husband was like, should I get the wedding license? And I was like, yes. And I was like, either get it or call to see if we need it. Because this lady said we didn't need it, but feels like we're
Right.
going to need it. We're going up the stairs. Everyone is carrying their wedding license. And I'm like, we're not getting married. That's fine. All my relatives are outside.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
All the photographers here. I'm wearing fucking 17 pounds of makeup.
You have a cape.
I have a cape on. And then the lady in the front was like, no. She's like the soup Nazi
Yep,
of weddings. She was like, you're not, no.
You don't have enough. You don't have it.
Yeah.
Like the DMV.
Yes.
Nope, go home.
She was like, she didn't tell you that. We're like, this lady told us that. She's like, no, she didn't. I'm like, ugh. So after I swallow my throw up, I'm like, what can we do? And she's like, well, you can buy another license. I'm like, well, then why don't you lead with, you
Isn't
just
it like $30?
yes.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, let's
she
start,
just
start
like
there.
wanted to like,
See you sweat?
this lady has a bad job. I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
I know people are mean to this woman. I get it. But like, she could not give a fuck.
No, she likes to put one over on everyone. She wants to see you sweat.
Yeah, she had fun. But I like the whole time in my mind, I was like, you had one job. I've been in makeup since fucking 8 a.m. Just had to go pick up someone.
Oh, we didn't even get to the makeup.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I was just like, and now we're here. And everyone's here. And we're not gonna get but I didn't say anything. And then it ended up being fine. But I was fucking freaking out.
Right.
What are we gonna get married on Sunday when everyone's gone? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
They're all here. We're
gonna have
getting
a
married.
fake wedding.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll
yeah,
get a
yeah.
pigeon to officiate it. Like, oh,
I can officiate it. I am an officiator.
I would have
And,
speed dialed you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, next time. Well,
Yeah.
no, not
My next
time.
wedding.
Not next time. Okay. So we're out of time almost. So
Yes.
the two questions I want to ask everyone. First, would you change anything?
No.
Love it.
Perfect.
Perfect. I
Yeah.
love that. I
Yeah.
love that. And then, okay, then second is, what is the one piece of advice you would give to anyone who's planning this insane day with so many emotions, almost impossible to create what you really want, but, because it's such high expectations. So what is the one piece of advice you would give to any bride-to-be?
Don't do shit that you don't want to do because you think there's an obligation.
Ooh, I love that one.
Yeah.
I love that one. I got married later. I told my mom right away. I was like, listen, if you need me to invite your brothers and sisters, my aunts and uncles, let me know now, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
And she said, no problem. And I was like, are you sure? I don't want to start a fight because
Yeah.
they're not going to come.
Right.
They're not going to get on a
What are we
flight.
doing here?
But then if I invited them, I'd have to invite my cousins. And we didn't want anyone there that was going to be like, hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
Like, you should know.
Yeah.
And so I love that is your piece of advice. I get it. Some people can't take that advice.
Yeah.
If someone's paying for it, you got to,
Sure.
maybe Shannon had some crazy things. We didn't
No.
get into Shannon's. No, she
Shannon's
didn't.
chill. Nothing.
Thanks, Shannon.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shannon, for this. Wait, I think we have to get one of you standing because it's too
Okay.
great. It's too great. And then thank everyone for, oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at those. Amazing. Thank you so much, Andrea. You were amazing.
me.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Yay. Thank you.